Hello, Pisces Rising. Welcome in. If you are a Pisces Rising sign, if you are a Pisces Ascendant, welcome in. This reading is for you. Hello, I'm Lauren the Mystic, and I'm here today for a special reading. We're going to be tuning into Pluto's ingress into Aquarius and how that is going to be affecting you as it's going to be moving from your 11th house into the 12th house, the place of your unconscious. And this is the house that Pisces typically, the 12th house is associated with Pisces energy because it's a space that most Pisces are very familiar with. This is the depths of the ocean, the depths of your subconscious. It also represents, everything that you don't necessarily show out into the world. So this can be like a space of secrets, but it can also be, some of your more private aspects or more personal aspects, such as spiritual. And a lot of intuitive gifts are seen here within the 12th house. So Pluto has been in Capricorn in your 11th house since 2008, really working to transform and develop and grow you in the context of your networks, of your bigger friend relationships, your work relationships, building your reputation for what you do, how you are known, those types of connections. And so that's a lot of your 11th house energy, the supporting energy that's around you in the larger community. But in a way that it like uplifts you. Often it's associated with larger organizations that you might find a benefit from, a network, a group of people. So that can show up in business. It can show up in like fraternities would be an example. Religious communities would be an example. Organizations within communities. These are all types of, you get the idea, where somehow those relationships really and ultimately benefit you. And so Pluto's really been there, growing you. And after that deep journey, which comes with its ups and downs, right? Pluto is a process of death and rebirth oftentimes. So it often involves a period of shadow work, deep personal growth. There was likely some difficulties as you were moving through this space of growth. So what you can receive though, and what often isn't known about Pluto, is that it brings with it a wealth of information as it leaves. You are then gifted with all the treasures from having gone through that process. So what we're going to do is tune into what that is for you. Okay, well, these two cards just popped out and I'm going to take them. As I always do, as is my practice, I pre-shuffle the decks ahead of time so you don't have to worry about the biggest parts of the shuffle. I will tune into the very specific cards with you on camera, and then I utilize my pendulum here to help me choose my decks. I'm going to create a video sometime to show you that process. But, and I apologize about my voice. I'm getting a cold. You can hear it in my voice. So if I should clear my throat or sound a little funny, you'll understand. Got some hoarseness. I don't know. All right, tuning in, please. Oh, all right, let's see. Oh, we have a whole story that just came out. All right, Pisces. There's something that it's time to take action on. Conclusions are within reach, and you are meant to hold your vision. When more come out than I intend, I take that as a sign from Spirit, so we'll just go with it. But so far, you've got a lot of cards. Very chatty for you Pisces Risings. All right, tuning in here for card for Pisces Rising, please, Spirit. What riches can they expect? What guidance do you have? Pisces Rising, please. Pluto moving into Aquarius for Pisces Rising. Pisces Rising. Okay. Forest bathing, your breath. Tuning into your breath, Pisces. Gonna need to get centered on something. Let's see here. Not gonna speak until I get the full story, but I'm seeing some stuff. Tuning into Pisces Rising, please, Spirit. Thank you. Star Brothers. Channeling in the energy of Horus. It's protection energy. This speaks to a sense of loyalty, safety, and trust. And let's get some clarifiers for this Two of Swords. Two of Swords and Five of Swords, please. Clarifying for Pisces Rising. And just stick with me. The good stuff's coming, Pisces Rising, I promise. I just like to have this all pulled. Clarifying for Pisces, thank you. Goodness gracious, Pisces Rising, what's happening, darlings? All right, here we go. You ready? Okay, honey. So the 11th house, you know, it's your associations typically. Like I said, communities that you belong to. There's a sense of deep disappointment, of being stabbed in the back, betrayal, loss, needing to make a very significant decision, feeling at a crossroads, okay? Feeling at a crossroads. Now, take this for however as we go. What you'll do is just utilize your own intuitive knowing to tune into how these energies might archetypally be actually showing up for you. I'm not sure exactly to what group of people this pertains to, right? And so you'll need to tune in based on the rest of the story. But next we have our guidance cards. And these are spirit guidance cards with advice and timing that kind of help us know when to expect to see some of these riches, which is what we're tuning into. So what's coming, right, is there's a time you're being urged to take action. We've got new moon in Aries, right? So that'll be in the springtime. It'll be in April. New moon in Aries. And then it'll be basically after March 21st. Yeah. So we'll enter Aries season, and it's going to be spurring you to, at that point, I don't know if the action step will already be completed. I think you'll know this, but then you're being guided. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So the full moon eclipse, the last one that we just had was recently, let's see, it was the lunar eclipse in Virgo in September. Yes. So that was the last full moon eclipse we had. Then we had the new moon eclipse in Libra. No. Oh my gosh. You guys. Oh my gosh. You guys. That wasn't an eclipse in Virgo. That was a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. That was your rising sign's eclipse. Whoa. All right. Conclusions from a process that was initiated specifically very much. I'm going to say the timing is relevant here. So something going on or coming, you know, to a culmination point, being brought up from that Pisces lunar eclipse, which, gosh, what was that? I want to say September 16th or 17th. I don't know offhand without looking. And then this is the fixed moon being asked to hold your vision. So there's something that you know, I think, to be true. And I feel like you know this from within yourself, right? So you're being asked to meditate, to connect into nature. These are your guides, right? This is bringing clarity. Look at this too. When we look closer at the cards, or the card, I don't know if you can barely see, there's birds, spirit messengers flying in with, you know, information, I feel like, about the action steps. And here you are channeling Horus energy. So I have a very divine masculine presence. This could be you balancing that divine masculine aspect of self, regardless of gender, right? But this is connected to Horus energy, which is ancient Egyptian energy, also connected to I'm hearing the tablets of Thoth, the emerald tablets. I started to say green tablets. The emerald tablets of Thoth, I'm hearing. So maybe Google that. There could be significance there for you, but this is about working with your own energy. It's also about you being protected. You are guided. You're being shrouded. Look at this, shrouded with a whole team of guides. And there's a force field surrounding you, Pisces risings, okay? And what's being tested here is like your values in relationship to the sense of loyalty, your need for safety, and deep trust. And we've got this clarified, you know, this choice point, difficult decision that I feel like you don't want to have to make, that's based on some type of deception or difficult information. Here we've got the King of Wands upside down, we've got Judgment in reverse, and we've got Two of Cups in reverse, all in reverse, all upside down. And so it's a severing, you know. So whether this is, let me see here. Okay. This is the specific message that just came through intuitively. All right, so this is what I'm going to share. You're being asked to connect in to below. Connecting into earth, connecting into nature element, your animal guides, your inner strength, the inner animal of self, that inner warrior, I just heard. It's time to be strategic, but you're doing this internally within yourself. And it's in connection to both nature and spirit. There's a spiritual judgment taking place karmically. Something's not been in alignment. There's a spiritual judgment. As I look at this card, you know, judgment card, typically in reverse, it signifies divorce, right? Or a broken contract of some type, or karmic reckoning a lot of times. But with this particular card, what I'm seeing is like also a release of self-judgment. Like, see, the spirit is coming out of self. You're releasing yourself from any past actions that have held you back. But I feel really strongly the message I heard was that you're connecting through the forces of nature and the forces of spirit. You know, this represents Libra energy, which is actually a very deeply connected sign to the divine. Libra is able to channel that and stand in between both worlds. The scales of justice also represent the balancing of both worlds. And I feel like this is that, you know, your egoic self with your higher aspect of self, that spirit aspect, and your divine knowing. Right now, you're being asked to let that nourish you, because there is a broken relationship or project or work experience. Something is going on. Two of Cups energy does typically, so this could be a reading, right? About you needing to have some strategy within the context, more smally narrowed down to relationship, right? But we're talking Pluto here. We're talking 18 to 20 years here. So it could be about a relationship also. But I really feel like, based on the intuitive channeled messages that just dropped into my head, that you're almost moving away from parts, relationships that have karmically not served your soul. It's not brought you justice, loyalty, or a sense of trust, right? But you've been surrounded in protection. There's been something that's come up that's been a disturbance within the field, right? There's something within your awareness that you already know because you're already waiting for the conclusion to come about. And what this is saying is that I believe this is, sorry, you can't see that, can you? There we go. I believe what this is saying is that as you bathe within this connection, as you allow yourself to be like the tree, be the channel, the bridge between heaven and earth through your body, connecting in very physically, very somatically with your body, with your animal instincts, creating this quiet strategy as you ground yourself into the knowing and the messages flowing to you from the universe, really, from your connection to nature. You're also being very divinely guided and protected here. And that's coming down through your spiritual connections, through the realms of spirit, whatever that means to you. But it is going to mean that you're likely going to be taking some action to shift from some meaningful, or what you once thought were very meaningful relationships. There's going to be something that's heavy on your heart that is going to require you to take some significant action steps around the time of the new moon in Aries. Okay, so you could mark that down, take a note, look up when is the new moon in Aries going to be in 2025. I don't know it offhand, right? And then you could also look back if you wanted, double check my accuracy on the date there of when that full moon eclipse was in Pisces, and try to remember, or if you are a journaler, maybe you already wrote it down, darling. But there's something hidden. There's something hidden, and you're being guided, to tap into that through your higher power in order to make these shifts and changes that are moving really from the 11th house into a much more private and personal space. I feel like you're really getting clear on what really matters to you, and you're cutting out some of the garbage. It sounds like I just heard that you're cutting out the garbage. You're cleaning it out. You want that breath of fresh air, don't you, Pisces? You don't want all that riffraff that's been giving you, grief, the sense of Five of Swords energy. That's not something you're taking with you. The time for that's, you're done. The door is closed, right? And I think you're still figuring out exactly what to do with all of that. But you're in that process right now, and conclusions are coming. I think you will know as you continue to work this channel, allowing yourself to go within, connect in. That's what Spirit's got for you. I hope that this really helps, Pisces Risings. I hope that this gave you some insights. Hopefully will help you in your journey, whatever you're moving through. I'd love to know how this resonates. And every time you interact with me in any way, any likes, any shares, any comments like that, it really helps not only the algorithm, but specifically when you like the videos, it helps me to tune in to your energy when I'm doing these collective reads, so I can get more and more specific. All right. I hope it helped. Take good care. We'll see you soon. Bye.